Standard 5th, Subject English, Lesson number 3, To be a good listener. Listener means a person who listens. So students, in this lesson we will learn how to become a good listener and an attentive listener. So students, it is very much important to become a good listener. When you are learning a language or when you are dealing with other people, means when you are communicating, it is very much important to listen properly and then speak. So, are you a good listener? You can find it out with the help of the following question that you are a good listener or not. So, first one is, when you are listening to someone, do you look at the person or do you turn your head away or toy with something else? So here the first question is, when you are listening to someone else, at that time what do? Do you look at the person or you just turn your head and then you start doing something else? So a good listener look at the speaker. So your students, in order to become a good listener, we should always look at the speaker. Second, do you pay attention to what the speaker is saying? So students, do you pay attention or you just listen and don't try to understand what the speaker is saying? So a good listener pay close attention to the speaker. So in order to become a good listener, we should pay close attention to the speaker. And when we pay close attention to the speaker, we actually understand it more better. Third one, do you make any special efforts to understand the speaker? So now, what special efforts you make to understand the speaker? Means if you are not understanding what the speaker is saying, then what do? For example, you write those things in order to understand it later, or you ask question to the speaker to understand it more properly. So students, here what you can do, you can list down the special efforts you do to understand the speaker. Here are some of the things that will help you to understand the speaker better. So from these things, we will understand the speaker better. If you hear some new or unfamiliar words, try to guess their meaning from the context. So when we hear some new or unfamiliar, so unfamiliar means not known to you, means something which you don't know. So try to guess their meaning. You can try to guess their meaning from the context. Context means the situation in which something happened. So let us see example here. Please bring me the vase that has pink roses. It's on the dining table. So here this person is asking her to get him the vase that has pink roses. So here, as you can see, in a bed of roses, here is also pink rose, here are also pink roses, and in frock also here are pink roses. But here the person is asking the vase that has pink rose. So vase mean what? Vase means it is a kind of a pot. So this is the correct answer. So students, you should try to guess their meaning from the context. Next is, you can try to guess what the speaker will say next. So here, you can try to guess what the speaker will say next. This will mean that you are understanding the speaker very well if you are able to try what the speaker will say next. Try to keep listening even when you feel that you do not understand the speaker or even when you disagree with the speaker. Now remember students that we should always give respect to the speaker by keep listening. Even when we feel that we are not understanding something, or even when you disagree with some point that the speaker is speaking, then wait for the speaker to finish what he is saying. Then you should always let the speaker finish whatever he is saying, and later on you can clarify your doubts. Clarified means to clear something. So as the speaker will finish speaking, then you can clear what you want to ask or what doubts you are having by asking polite question. Remember students, you should always ask question in polite and in a good manner. Next, do not feel shy or afraid to ask question if you do not understand what is being said. So now you should not feel shy, or you should not feel afraid, you should not feel scared to ask question. If you're not understanding something, you can directly go to the speaker and you can politely put your question, or you can ask your question to the speaker, and the speaker will explain you whatever doubts you are having. Put your question to the speaker politely. Remember, we should ask our questions in a very politely and in a good manner. So sometimes it helps to note down important words or points even as you listen. So one of the best thing you can do is that you can note down important words or point as you listen. This will help you to understand things better, and you can write down question also, so later on whatever you want to ask, you will not forget, and if it is written in the book, you can clearly ask your doubts and clear it out. So students, try to use these points, as these points will help you to understand the speaker more better, and surely you will become a good listener.